Hello, my friends. We have reached the end of Violet Evergarden. Well, we still have the OVA, and eventually, sometime this year, the movies. But still, in terms of the series specifically, we have reached the end. Now, just a couple announcements. Next week, the first episode of, well, the OVA, I'll be posting the OVA next week, but also the first episode of A Place Farther Than the Universe. Now, we also know then in 2 weeks, no, I'm sorry, in a week and a half, My Hero Academia comes back, and I'm just like, there's just too much going on. So, busy schedule. I have not gotten ahead in my recordings like I said I would. That's on me. And I have a super busy day tomorrow. I'm just like, oh, wow. This is nuts. So, anyway, it's something. And I have a double on Friday. Gosh, okay, anyway, we have reached the end of the series. It's been fun. I definitely cried way more than I expected to ever cry while watching this series, so that was interesting. But it has been incredibly enjoyable. The animation is gorgeous. I've never had a complaint ever about the animation. The storytelling is really fun, and the fact that it's so episodic that we have individual situations, but we get to see the growth of Violet was what really makes this a lot of fun, and that we're skipping time and we're not just, it's not too chronological. I mean, it's chronological, but it's not like day after day after day, except for a couple episodes. But we've had moments where we've skipped months, where it's been like a couple weeks. It's been these big jumps, and I can't, who knows what these last 2 episodes have to hold for me. Other than that, I've got nothing else to say. Of course, I'm super pale. What the heck? If you're following along on YouTube, there is no sound, partial images, keeps the copyright monsters at bay. And so, without further ado, yeah, countdown timer, can't miss it. Let's dive in. Throw in a little bit of green because it is St. Patty's Day. Ooh. We are. It is the climax of the story. I can see it now that he is wearing a naval uniform. I didn't quite notice it before. It's got a good point. So why is he allowed to have his hair super long? Is that something that the Navy allows? Oh. I'm gonna guess the Vikes to be part of that special forces. Okay. Ooh, it is a bold thing for him to say. Oh, and civilian dolls. Oh, Violet's so gonna be on there. A lot of times, if you notice the history of a lot of these countries, that usually there's always some level of war after war after war after war. So just to kind of clarify, we've got basically, it looks like it's kind of shaped a little bit like Australia, but we've got this continent with this beautiful kind of array of just geography, and this war pretty much ravaged so much of the continent, affecting it in one way or another. And even if they weren't in the middle of where the battles were, it did affect maybe supplies, prices, things like that. But as soon as she said $1 billion, I was like, oh, Violet's gonna be there. You know she is. But now, as we've seen her deal with her humanity and her other stuff, we're seeing her background and her doll and her emotions they're probably going to kind of come to head these next 2 episodes. And odds are we're going to see those guys that Violet let go. Someone had mentioned this and they made a good point that, you know, perhaps she shouldn't have shown mercy then, but she decided to in that moment. But sometimes it's hard to decide when you need to show mercy. It's a difficult thing to figure out. But she had more important things to deal with at the time. Let's see how this plays out. But I'm curious why Gilbert gets to keep his long hair. So she still hasn't returned yet. So she still hasn't returned with her people. I mean, Claudia's company. Oh! Hey! They are. Wow. Everybody's getting to go. They really made her super gorgeous. Again, him and those stupid boots. Why is he wearing those? It's good he's accompanying her, though. He's so cute and young. 11 a.m. I'm gonna say they're probably using canal. That's why they were on a small tugboat. Or, not tugboat, no, that's why they're on a small boat. Not a 12-hour trip. Gilbert and not Gilbert, whatever. He's in I was gonna say it's weird seeing him in civilian clothes, but he must be in disguise in some way. Makes me kind of nervous for them, actually. Now they're kind of going to be in the middle of some problems. He's still holding on to that bitterness that has to do with his brother's death. I love how how much they've come to love Violet and how defensive they are. It's very cute. I was like, I'm so glad that bird did not poop on them because that would just ruin the mood, but that wouldn't have happened. So is that the enemy camp? Oh, dang. That's a lot of men. It's a lot of men. These are the enemies. So he was the one who set off all those bombs that ended up killing Gilbert. szybko. A bitter, angry man. Interesting why they want that specific. It must be a very strong. But the problem is, why would they want to retake a place that's destroyed? There must be something still there that they need. Oh, we know they're gonna cross paths. They mentioned the railroad, yeah. Wait, no, she was able. So she had to make a pit stop, delivered the letter, and now she's traveling with him again. They're just burning villages. There's Claudia back in Leiden. Well, that was a reaction from him. But she was really loud there. Or maybe this was a reference to him thinking of Violet as a daughter. That's a bridge. She sees it. She sees something in the den. Oh, yeah. Well, it makes sense they would want to take back a castle like that. But there must be something still there. She would know. It's arson. She knows immediately it's arson. Oh! And he's probably dead. Oh, well, we know who's going to be on that train. Yeah! It makes me very nervous about her. She sees her. What's he gonna do? Do a low flyby? Violet was able to see exactly what those fires were. Violet! Oh, it's kind of nice. I'm glad we kind of got to meet up again. Catalia. I keep blanking on her name. She wants to go and protect her. Good girl. These last two episodes are so intense. I'm loving it. Gosh darn it. 9 smoke pillars. You know they're already on the train. A very nice train. Yeah, she spoke back. She never... He hasn't seen her growth. He hasn't seen her speak back. His eyes are a little bit like that. He's so angry and bitter because we know just by his behavior that he's blaming Violet for Gilbert's death. They're probably trying to slow it down, get on the train, and destroy them with a bomb of some sort while they're on the tunnels. Not only kill the peace envoy, but also destroy any connection. Recognize that voice a little bit. They must be trying to fight and cause a war again because they felt justified in their reasoning for their war. Mm. Mm. So we're seeing also how smart this family is. It's a very big, complicated train. And more slipping on as they're going. Mm. Mm. This is gonna be a crazy intense series of episodes. Oh good, we actually see their hair move. Sorry. They killed him. Yep. No, that was a smoke bomb. Oh, they are trying to separate the train. And split it off. And it's succeeded. I like how she turned the lamp and shh. She wants the people who are there to think that the room is empty. You gotta work with her, buddy. You can stop them. No, she doesn't. She is a weapon, that's why. Especially now with her new metal arms. And he's trying to deal with his emotions too. There's a lot going on. Good girl. So we're also seeing a lot of cruelty and evil here. Knock him out, girl. Woo! These Bougainvilles, or I don't know how to say their name, they are very fierce men. Gosh, it's so weird seeing her kick butt dressed like that. These episodes are crazy intense. The battle doll. Dang. Honey, pick up their guns. Okay, first of all... okay, here's my one critique. They would not be able to hear each other. That far apart. Ooh, we're not seeing them. Oh, there we go. A little bit there. If you're standing awfully well, straight up and still for a train is going rather fast. Interesting how we're getting kind of a north versus south thing going on. I'm sure in the US that was how some southern soldiers felt too. But they might leave her no choice. She's still not killing them. She just kind of... Ooh, got a little bit of her hair there. Oh, she is trying to... I mean, that shows how... Oh, the clang, they hit her arm there. Again, she just shows up how far that metal goes. Ooh, got her on the shoulder. No, the brooch! Gosh, no. Ow! Bunch of cowards. He woke back up. Oh, so he's the real guy. Oh, they didn't kill him. Interesting. That's not gonna happen. Honey, fight back. I like how Gilbert's eyes are slightly different than his brother's. No. Yes! She got saved. That's a very tall... Well, it would be a very tall... Oh, he knocked him off the train. He's not... He doesn't care. He's just killing him. I was gonna say, it would be a very tall... a very tall tunnel because of the stack. There it is. Again, motion to the hands. Love it. Gosh. Oh! Oh, dang! Right off her arms! Dash! Dang, that's a Winter Soldier moment there. And now he sees her arms. Oh, there's damage to them a little bit. You can kind of see like... Oh! Gosh darn it! That was such a kick foot moment, though. But yeah, he probably doesn't even know about her arms. He hasn't seen her. So now he's going to actually see, like, what her arms look like. Because he probably, once he heard of, like, that she lived and Gilbert died, he probably didn't want to look at her. Every time he sees her, she's wearing her gloves, so you can't tell. But now he's gonna see just how much, how much pain that Violet's carrying, and that she's lost as well, not just her arms, but Gilbert as well. And he's been holding on to this. I think it's Deethard, is that the name? Holding on to this pain and sorrow and bitterness for so long. And he's confused why, to him, someone who's just a tool that fell on the battlefield, lives and his brother doesn't. Now again, no body was found. We have no idea where he is. There's been no true confirmation that he's dead. And there have been stories that people presume dead, even though they're just called missing in action, but the idea is they're presumed dead. And then they are found because they are in prisoner war camps. But now I'm trying to figure out what happened to the brooch. Like, is it stuck on top of that train somewhere? Is it with that brigadier general? Or, whatever. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is amazing. Yeah, okay. Alright, well, that episode was very fun, very intense. I'm glad I was able to find some things to talk about, because sometimes I'm watching something and I just forget to talk. So hopefully I provided enough good commentary there. This episode was very fun, very intense. I love little moments, how she goes, she's doing that because she wants to bring about peace, because she also wants to protect her friends who are still on the train. So I love seeing Catalia and, why do I keep forgetting their names? They keep losing them every so often. But I love seeing them there. I love that she was like, I have to be there. I gotta protect my friends. I gotta protect she calls them co-workers. That's true, they are her co-workers, but they're her friends. And I just really like seeing how much, her love for them has grown and changed, because even though she doesn't quite understand love, she does care for them and love them. And they've kind of come to care and love for her. So it is so sweet to see those little moments like that. Again, I am curious to why Deethard gets to keep his long hair and everyone else has short hair. I don't know if it's a Navy thing or because he has certain pull that he's able to keep his long hair. Maybe it's a family thing and Gilbert wasn't supposed to keep his long hair. Maybe the Bougainville, I don't know how to say their names. Maybe they have long hair and Gilbert decided to cut his off. Maybe because he's part of the Navy, he gets to keep it long. I don't know. I'm so kind of drawn to why he gets to have long hair like that. And keep it down like that. It was so cool. But again, we're seeing this clash of who Violet used to be and who Violet wants to be and who Gilbert wants her to be. Not only wants to be, but encouraged her to be. Kind of coming to a bit of a clash here. We've seen Deethard just throwing guys off the train because they're they're endangering other people. That he's like, we don't get to show mercy right now because they're trying to kill us. We need to stop them. This is the only way to do so. Now, we still have concern of that blonde guy. Well, no, actually, never mind. My brain caught up. He got shot. It looks like in the shoulder, not quite the heart. Looks like he probably fell off the train. There's that explosion. We don't know if the Brigadier General's still up there. Probably is. And then we saw her very cool, Winter Soldier moment where she, deflected it with her arms, which shows them how amazing that metal is. And was able to just, because it was a rocket launcher of some kind, like a short-range one. And just, boom, blocked it, which caused an explosion and kind of shook them. But they were able to get through the tunnel, which means they're probably close to approaching the bridge, because usually that kind of waterway is between two mountains, so they're probably going to make it through the tunnel through the mountains, and very soon after that, maybe not the bridge immediately, but maybe shortly after, and then they'll be at the bridge very, very soon. But it was interesting how these kind of anti-peace things, I was like, this is going to come back up. You don't just mention this in some random scene and not bring it back up again. But very intense. Not an intense moment I was expecting with Violet Evergarden. But I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. There's one episode left, and then we're done with the series. And of course, there's little bits and pieces and bits and bobs we can react to it later on. But we are done with the series. Very excited. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your enemies, and I'll see you next time.